Today, for my NFL pick show, I want to dedicate this in the love and memory of John Madden, who was a legendary coach for the Raiders and is a legendary broadcaster too, who broadcasts from CBS, Fox, ABC, and NBC, and a bunch of Super Bowls as well, who recently passed away tragically and the other day. And I want to dedicate this NFL pick show in the memory of him. Rest in peace, John Madden. You're going to definitely be missing the NFL world, and possibly in the video game world too, and in the Madden series. So, rest in peace to you, John Madden. You will be missed. Hi, everyone on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and football fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about Week 16 and my picks for Week 17 of the 2021 NFL season. Check it out. As you may be aware, I'm not wearing any Patriots gears like I always do. It's a special Harry Potter edition of my NFL pick show because, all in all, it's going to be Harry Potter week because they're celebrating the 20th anniversary of the movies. So this is going to be really exciting for me for this week. So I might do some Harry Potter words and stuff like that on there. So, and if you're wondering, I'm a Ravenclaw, so I've been in the sorting house on the Ravenclaw. So you can tell by the sweatshirt too, and all that. So all this week, around New Year's, I'm going to be watching Harry Potter movies all week round, and even watch that new game show on TBS. So, yeah, so if you're wondering, that's the reason why it's Harry Potter week. So, anyways, that being said, let's get on to my thoughts about Week 16. San Francisco and Tennessee. Now, Tennessee is playing like really bad muggles as of late because Tennessee, they don't have Derrick Henry yet, and they're just waiting to get to the postseason and just go from there. So that's pretty much the situation on that for Tennessee right now. In Green Bay and Cleveland, as of right now, they're my biggest disappointment right now for Cleveland right now, because one of my biggest disappointments, because Cleveland hasn't been playing like lights out like what I expected, and that's the way it shows. But hey, Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, they're going to try to secure that number 1 seed. Maybe they're going to try to get it this week. So Indianapolis and Arizona, another disappointment in Arizona. I mean, both Cleveland and Arizona not playing like they were before. And like I said, now Arizona's on the hot seat. And so, pretty much tanking from the 3rd seed, I believe. And Indianapolis is trying to fight for a playoff seed. So, it's a situation for that scenario right there. Atlanta and Detroit, there's not much to say about that game other than Detroit covered the spread. And Atlanta did Atlanta things and did win the game outright. Cincinnati and Baltimore. Well, Cincinnati, they won and they needed to, and they won. So that's pretty much. That's Baltimore. They're in the hospital wing, like in Hogwarts, I would say. No, I'm only kidding. But they are at a hospital clinic right now because they have a lot of injury prongs and a lot of guys out on COVID. So they're pretty much in the hot water right now for that. So in the LA Rams and the Minnesota Vikings, in the LA Rams case, if you're the Rams, you'll pretty much be happy and clinching the playoff spot right now. But you got to get that division. That's the most important thing. Maybe they can get in the next couple of games. Who knows? So if you're the Rams, focus on the division right now. And anyways, that being said, my Patriots and the Bills, all I can tell you is the better team won, and that was Buffalo. They wanted revenge from a couple weeks ago from that big, windy game. They got it. Buffalo outsmarted us, outplayed us. Matthew Judon couldn't do it all himself. Jason Jackson couldn't do it all by himself. We need in the draft, we better get a good running stop, like a linebacker course, like a nose tackle. We haven't got a running stoppage like that since Vince Wilfork, and it's really killing us. It's been costing us the division right then and there. So, I don't know. That being said, I really think this is a thing we should really look on in the draft, even if we don't make the playoffs. I don't know. But anyways, that being said, let's continue on with the Jets and the Jaguars. Jacksonville is doing really good what they needed to. I really think for Jacksonville's case, I think they're going to look for protection for Trevor Lawrence. I think that's what they're going to do in the next year's draft. So, what the hell? Right, anyways, that being said, I'm sorry about that. I heard a little noise back in there. Thought it was my cats going at it again. Anyways, that being said, let's continuing on from there, Philadelphia and New York, You know, Philadelphia got the win. That's all I needed. Now they're trying to fight in a playoff spot. As for the New York Giants, you kind of look for something what you can need to do. And Nash try to get some protection for Daniel Jones or get some good defense. Tampa Bay and Carolina. Tampa Bay did what they needed to do to win, and they did. So I believe this week, if they win, I believe they get the division since New Orleans lost. But anyways, Seattle and Chicago. Well, Justin Herbert couldn't put up his magic, but he did put up some. But he did help prevent which I think that was Justin Fields. I think. I thought he was still hurt, but I'm gonna check him for a bit. Yeah, I thought I heard. Nope, no, he's gonna play. As far as I know, Andy Dalton didn't put up his magic, but he did put up the cover the spread. Yeah, which I'm gonna do one more checkaroon. So I think it was Nick Foles that started. I forgot who started last week. It was just I didn't really pay attention for. Yeah, it was Nick Foles. It was Nick Foles. I do apologize. It was Nick Foles. So I do apologize for that. It was Nick Foles that started, not Justin Fields or Andy Dalton. So I do apologize. Let me erase that. Yeah, let me erase that. So let me erase that. It was Nick Foles that started. So I apologize. Nick Foles couldn't pull off his magic again, like he did in the Super Bowl, but he did enough to cover the spread. So that's pretty much what I said about that. So apologize for I confused you guys. So on that one. Anyways, that being said, Kansas City and Pittsburgh, Kansas City did what they needed to do to win. And that, I think they're going to get the division next week if they win. I think. But anyways, that being said, Denver and the Las Vegas Raiders, Denver couldn't pull off what they needed to. But with Drew Lockett, but, I think Teddy Bridgewater is going to come back and play next week, which I hope it does. That was a devastating injury. Dallas and Washington. Dallas did what they needed to do to get that when they needed. So I think they're still the number 2 seed or number 1 or something. Or at least in the top 3 seed to clinch that division. So Green Bay hasn't clinched the home field yet, but because of that win over Dallas, which Dallas just play like Quidditch players. Just going throwing the football back and forth like Quidditch players throwing the quaffle, going through the hoops. So anyways, that being said, I think for Dallas's case, I think they're going to clean house, and I think they're going to got that division. They're going to wrap that up. So I think they're going to definitely do something with that. And anyways, that being said, and speaking of the Chargers, well, I forgot the Chargers. I forgot the Chargers in Houston. The Chargers in Houston. Houston pulled off probably one of the biggest upsets of the year. And now, LA Chargers, now they're questioning how come they can't bring their magic back to what they did before. Ever since they lost to on Halloween against the my Patriots, they haven't been really the same team. So they got to reduce that and probably hope for the wild card spot. Anyways, continuing that, the Miami Dolphins and New Orleans Saints. Miami is on a 7-game winning streak now. Now they're 8-7. Now Miami has to win out to get to the playoff seed. Probably no team has ever done that before, so they'll be the first team to do that. So, anyways, on that. So, anyways, that's my and for my record this week, I'm 11-5 overall for straight up, and I 152, 76, and 1 overall the year for straight up. Against the spread, I went 8-8, 120, 111, and 2 overall the year. So, in over and under, unfortunately, I went 6, 9, and 1. I'm 117, 113, and 3 with the push. So that's all that's my record to stand on that. So, anyways, that's my thoughts, and that's my my record so far this week. Let's get on to my week 17 picks. Let's kick things off with Buffalo and Atlanta. So this is a big win for Buffalo. So Buffalo's going to try to do something what they need to do on that one. So Buffalo needs to win just to get that, at least get another playoff standing in there. So anyways, that being said, Buffalo's in the driver's seat, so they got to do something about it. And I think they will. It's at home. So I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills over the Atlanta Falcons in this game. But I'll give Atlanta this. Buffalo is favored by 14.5 favorites in this game. I'm going to take Atlanta plus 14.5. Over and under, it's 44. I'm going to go under 44.5. Now, Chicago and the New York Giants. This is a good game. We're still questioning about who's going to start, if it's Nick Foles or Justin Fields. So that's going to be a big question mark on that one. So anyways, I think no matter who's going to start at quarterback this week for the Chicago Bears, the Chicago Bears are going to probably win out this game. So I'm going to take the Chicago Bears over the New York Giants in this game. On the line, though, the Bears are favored by 6 in this game. I'm going to take the Bears -6. Over and under 37.5, believe it or not. I'm going to go over 37.5 on this game. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. A most important game for the Cincinnati Bengals, and a big win for Kansas City as well. Both teams need to win out, so one of them has to win. Who's going to be? So, and it's in Cincinnati, so it's going to be really, really close. But I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs over the Cincinnati Bengals in this game in Cincinnati. On the line, though, the Kansas City Chiefs are favored by 5.5 in this game. I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs -5.5. Over and under, it's 49. I'm going to go under 49.5. The LA Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. Well, the Indianapolis Colts going to try to pull off their magic again. Try to see what they can do with that. Maybe and probably go out in a duel against the Las Vegas Raiders. And probably going to try to get a win and try and get everything else with that. But that being said, I really think the Indianapolis Colts are going to win this game. So I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts over the the Las Vegas Raiders and Indy. On the line, though, the Indianapolis Colts are 7.5-point favorites in this game. I'm going to take the Rams plus 7.5. I really think it's going to be a close margin on that. Over and under 45. I'm going to go over 45 in this one. My Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, this is a must-win situation for my Patriots. They really need to win just to keep their playoff hopes in jeopardy. They're ranked number 6 right now. They have to win. So, other than that, Bill Belichick has to work his magic again. So that being said, I'm going to take my Patriots over the Jacksonville Jaguars in this game. So, in this one. So, it's going to be a really crazy line, but I'm going to do it. My Patriots are favored by 15.5-point favorites. I'm going to take my Patriots -15.5. Over and under is 41. I'm going to take the under 41. Tom Brady and the Bucs and the New York Jets. A lot of years for Tom Brady. He always worked his magic around the New York Jets and always beat the crap out of them. So, what can I tell you? I think he's going to do some magic in with him on that again. And I believe he's going to really do well with that. So, I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the New York Jets in this game. On the line now, Tampa Bay is favored by 13 in this game. I'm going to take Tampa Bay -13. Over and under, it's 45.5. I'm going to go over 45.5. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. This is a must-win situation for Philadelphia. So they have to win this one again just to see what they can do on the playoff run. But anyways, that being said, I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to beat out the Washington football team. And the Washington football team is going to probably be out of the playoffs. So I'm going to say that. So I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles over the Washington football team. On the line, though, Philadelphia is favored by 3.5 in this game. I'm going to take Philadelphia -3.5. Over and under is 46. I'm going to go under 46. The LA Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, the Ravens are pretty much spending most of the time in the hospital with all the injuries and all the COVID stuff around right now and everything else like that. Anyways, that being said, the LA Rams, they're pretty happy to clinch the playoffs, but they think they want more. And I think, if it serves me right, their defense is going to probably work their magic on this one. Let's see how it works. So, I'm going to take the LA Rams over the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. On the line, though, the Rams are favored by 3.5 in this game. I'm going to take the Rams -3.5. Over and under is 46. I'm going to go under 46.5. The LA Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Now, the LA Chargers need to work on their offensive magic for Justin Herbert just to see what they can do, just to keep their playoff hopes intact. If they don't beat Denver, their season's over pretty basically much. So anyways, that being said, I'm going to take the LA Chargers at home over the Denver Broncos. On the line, though, the LA Chargers are favored by 5.5 in this game. I'm going to take Denver plus 5.5. Over and under is 45. I'm going to go over 45. The San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. Now, this is a must-win situation for San Francisco. They need to win and have Arizona and the Rams to lose just to see what their playoff hopes can do. If they're going to win, but they got to really rely on the Rams in Arizona right now. So this is a must-win situation for them right now. But, however, I will say this. I think the San Francisco 49ers, they're all going to win out this game against Houston. I'm going to take the San Francisco 49ers at home over the Houston Texans. On the line, though, San Francisco favored by 15 in this game. That's too many points. I think Houston, I don't think San Francisco is going to be enough to cover that. But I do think they're going to win out this game, so I'm going to take Houston plus 15. Over and under, it's 44. I'm going to go under 44. The New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. For the New Orleans Saints, you want to rebound after that embarrassing loss at home against Miami, and that's what they're going to do. So I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints over the Carolina Panthers in this game. On the line, though, the Saints are favored by 7 in this game. I take New Orleans minus 7. Over and under, it's 38. I'm going to go over 38 on that one. The Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Now, this is a must-win situation for Seattle. Well, I don't know. If you're Seattle, you want to win out. Just to play for pride at this point. So is Detroit. So, I think for this situation, Seattle is going to win this game out. The 12th man's going to work their magic on this game. I'll say that. But Detroit's going to work their magic on defense and against the spread. So I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks over the Detroit Lions in this game at home. On the line, though, Seattle is favored by 6.5. Like I said about Detroit, I'm going to take Detroit plus 6.5. Over and under is 42.5. I'm going to go over 42.5. The Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals, a must-win situation for both teams. They have to win. Dallas has to win to get the division. Arizona has to win to get the division. Someone's going to win the division in this game. Who is it going to be? I think it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys. I think they're going to beat out the Arizona Cardinals. And I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys at home against the Arizona Cardinals. On the line, though, Dallas is favored by 5.5 in this game. I'm going to take Dallas minus 5.5. Over and under is 51.5. I'm going to go over 51.5. Sunday Night Football. The Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. This is a must-win situation for the Green Bay Packers. They have to win in order to get that division intact. They can't do that? I don't know. So I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers over the Minnesota Vikings in this game. On the line, though, Green Bay is favored by 6.5 in this game. I'm going to take Green Bay minus 6.5. Over and under is 47.5. I'm going to go over 47.5. Monday Night Football. Probably a big game this week. The Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, this is a must-win for Cleveland. They got to keep their playoff hopes intact. Baker Mayfield needs to work his magic out if he can't. If Pittsburgh, some strange reason, can beat out the Cleveland Browns, which I wouldn't be surprised if that would be the case, but I think that will. So I'm going to take the Cleveland Browns over the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game. On the line, though, Cleveland's favored by 3 in this game. I'm going to take Cleveland minus 3. Over and under, it's 40. I'm going to 40.5. Excuse me. I'm going to go over 40.5. Okay, shoutouts this week is it's a birthday shoutout again. So I believe this is I think it's this weekend, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But anyways, that's the case. Shoutouts to Half Moon's Picks. I believe his birthday is this weekend around New Year's. So, like I said, if that's the case, we wish him a happy and early birthday to Half Moon's Picks. So he makes really good, awesome against the spread videos. So you can definitely check him out and the rest of the NFL YouTube prognosticator description page down below over here. And until then, another shout out is the Boston Sports Report. He's been on my they make really good videos too, with not just football videos as well. They do good on hockey and basketball as well. You can definitely check their videos out down there if they go on the comics section down there. So you can definitely give them a shout out down there and check their videos out down below. Until then, this is Andrew Warren saying signing off and wishing you all a happy and safe New Year's, and rock out.